Name's Bar, by the way, Red Bar. All my permits are current.
We have one more teensy break.
Yeah, we'll take a break.
And then you want to do Santino?
Yeah, but I got to show Ethan. I mean, this is my favorite video, of course, as far as this. This was...
Okay, we'll do this first before the break.
Still, just pretty much the intro. We'll be right back.
No, we'll do the break after this part.
Okay.
It bothers me when we break up the same topic.
Well, you're the one breaking things up.
I just
rolling,
thought that was
rolling.
it.
No. You thought wrong. All right, show me this Klein
Yes, let me
tape,
get that for you.
because this is really good. Klein could not handle this. Of course, Ethan Klein, who is now shaved his head, bleached his eyebrows, and bleached his facial hair, causing massive chemical burns all over his face. I mean, he couldn't look more ugly. Oh, my God. You know, I was, when I first got back from our break, I had asked, and this is really good, I had asked, speaking of, you know, me being this guy that should not be allowed, I asked the Bring Back group, I go, I heard there were some tapes going around of Gila Klein. She started working out and filming her routines. If anyone's got a copy of those tapes, please send me. And by the way, if there's more of this, you know, I'm blocked by Gila Klein. Once you're blocked by somebody, it really, unless you're a sex pest, you really can't get back into their world. If you have video of Gila Klein working out, send it to Gila Tapes at redbarradio.net. That's Gila Tapes. I can't get enough of these. Ethan Klein's wife working out. You should see. She's going like this. Ooh, very stiff, very uncoordinated. And I could watch these things on a loop. They're perfect. Okay, let's show you Ethan talking about Andrew in a psych ward. Okay, do we? What do we choose?
Go to 5 minutes in.
5 minutes in. Listen to this. So Ethan was doing his Ethan Klein channel. This is really good. He's in his basement, and this really, really messed with Ethan's head. Oh, here's him talking about. But then I wanted to show the thing that he suggested, the video after this. Okay, send me that too. All right, here's him. He was on the phone with Callahan, and this is what Callahan told him, I guess. Listen to this.
Great, sweetie.
This Klein.
My feelings as a fan of all parties, we don't want you to defend him and help him if he wants to misconstrue the parties. Listen, I'm not doing that. It's not my intention. I said straight out the gate. Let me just say it before everyone makes assumptions and shit. Let me just say what I was going to say.
See this attitude where they're fighting with their fans? That's what Hassan was doing for a full 2 days before they finally had to talk about the Callahan things. It was like they were mad that their fans were asking them, you know, to talk about it. Well, you're the one who introduced us to these people. We want to hear what you think. And they were getting so petty and mean with their fans, yelling at their fans, both Hassan and Ethan. It was really, really bad. I just don't know how these guys can't learn, you know, at least learn how to fake it. They still haven't learned how to fake it. Listen to this. Oh,
so
it's party.
First, I just wanted to make sure that he told me he was like at a psych ward. He was not doing well, and he was having panic attacks and stuff.
So see, Ethan gets on the phone with him. This is right after the accusations come out. Then Ethan blabs, telling everybody before Andrew even put out a statement that he's in a psych ward. Yucky! Scary! Sickening! That's where, and if I was in any sort of business relationship with Andrew, I go, I don't care what he did with the women. Now that I know he's in a psych ward, I'm fucking out, because that's creepy. Sorry, I'm not also a fan of this psych ward stuff. To me, that is about the scariest it gets. I remember when Sarah Weinshank, remember her from Kill Tony, Joe Rogan, she had to go into a psych ward for her 72-hour eval after Brody Stevens died because she was getting too loopy. Scary! Imagine being in that basket case Green Day video where they're handing out pills in little Dixie cups. Do you take the pill like that in the cup? No water. I never understood that. They'd all be in a line, and the nurse would give them a cup, and they would just go, "You just took the pill without water? What's in the cup? Is it water with the pill floating in it, and you took it? I mean, how do you drink that? Here. Listen to this. Cheers, everybody.
And I,
Andrew
first
Callahan
of all,
going down.
wanted to make sure that he was safe, that he wasn't going to hurt himself, that he
Fuck
was
that.
with people that cared about him. Obviously, I think
Too spicy.
I don't want him to die. I'm hoping none of
See,
y'all
this is
think
what they do.
he
This
should
is what
die
Chris
for
D'Elia
this, do
did.
you? And so
See,
I
and then
did
it turns
confirm
into them. It's like what Chris D'Elia does. When Chris D'Elia got caught, it was suicide time. That's how we got all the girls to stop. I'm going to commit suicide. I'm going to commit suicide. Same thing with Andrew. They turn it into them being in trouble. And then it's all a story about them getting through their, their problem. And, oh, you didn't kill yourself? Oh, then you're the hero of this story. No. Let them kill themselves, please.
that
Listen
he's
to
doing okay. So that was a relief to me.
Need water.
Again, I'm not defending him, and I believe those victims 100% since they came out with their videos.
And can you imagine if, again,
So what
if
was
I
I
came on here and this is how I covered the Salvo situation? I just really, imagine that. I mean, that's not your show, is it? You got to stick to your show. That's rule number one.
So, well, what I was going to say before y'all jumping to conclusions, that he confirmed what they're saying is true.
Uh-oh.
Okay? Y'all fucking, you know what I mean? He confirmed that he knew the girls and that he had encounters with them. So, right out the bat, you know what I mean? He was pretty open, and basically that's what I wanted to hear, right? Like he confirmed that this stuff basically happened. What do you mean he's gaslighting me? He literally told me it happened.
So
like, what the fuck?
The fans, I love that.
Guys, listen. Oh no, the abusers isn't mentally well.
I'm telling you, the way
Listen.
Ethan and Hassan talk to their fans, it's like really criminal. Like the way that they gaslight you is unbelievable. I mean, if you watch a Hassan stream, it's constantly him yelling at the chat and telling them. I mean, I've never seen anything more unfair than these millionaires barking at their fans, telling them how they're supposed to behave.
I know it's not about him being the victim, but I don't want him to die. Okay, like I have a obligation as a human being to another human being to make sure that he's
not going to die,
not like suicidal, and I'm just gonna not check on him. Like, you guys got to pick anyway. What the fuck? I gotta stop reading the chat. Y'all get in my head, stun locking me. Yeah,
well,
don't look.
then you need to grow up, get better at this.
Looking at your chat and getting mad and so smiling.
Exactly. I look at my chat, they get in my head, and I go, that felt good. I don't start panicking and playing with my... I mean, if I had $33 million a year like him, I'd be running around naked going, chat, nigger, chat, nigger.
He never celebrates his wealth.
So it gets worse. Look at this next video Ethan put out. So this was the next day, and he decides he doesn't know how to handle this Andrew Callahan situation. So he starts just saying, I'll give you the spoiler here, that any man in a power position, any entertainer, any man, you cannot no longer have casual hookups. That's the problem. This is in a way defending Callahan. And look at these videos he puts out. I mean, this is a severe retard at this point. He's talking to 5 to 10 million people a week. It's very dangerous. Listen to this crap.
Here I am, guys, doing my first ever.
Look at this big baby
cell phone
retard
video. This has never been done before. In fact,
do we have a code for this one, or this is the one where he says? So this video is titled, "I'm sorry, guys, but this needs to stop." I think this is really worth watching. Wait till you see this. I'll just skip ahead a little bit. See what he says.
Upload it directly, and I got something that I really want to get your guys' opinion on. I tweeted out something today that was in effect saying something like famous men should not have random sex with anyone, especially fans and when alcohol's involved.
Excuse me? Then I'd never get laid. I mean, are you out of your mind? So these fucking loser rapish nerds who can't hook up with a girl without being complete creep city. Now every man and woman, there can be no more casual hookups. That is the problem. No hooking up because it's going to lead to a rape. Or do your friends rape? You know, it's like, no, Andrew Callahan is a bad, scary, crazy psycho. That's it. It's not that guys can't hook up. I mean, come on. What are you talking about? This doesn't need to be this complicated.
And how did you get there?
And, you know, they're making it where I'm afraid every time I hit on Jules here, I'm like, am I going to get busted here?
But I mean, this is just another example of what I was saying about Hassan, about how they're making all these excuses
Yeah.
for him. It's like, so it can't just be that your friend is a rapist. It has to be that he didn't know, and everybody has to stop doing any hookups
Everybody's got to
because it's
stop.
just
If
too
you're famous,
confusing.
you cannot hook up with chicks
It's like,
because
how
you know
about
what?
your friend just has to stop.
It's like, yeah, just don't pressure them into having sex. If they say no. If someone says no on
And I'm
Andrew Callahan,
honestly-
believe him, they mean it. If it's Andrew Callahan, and you know, you guys got to understand, no, you're not the same as me, per se. If you get raped by a me, it's not as treacherous as Andrew Callahan. Get it? That makes a difference.
No, but I mean, I don't understand where all this has come from, where they're like, he didn't know the difference. Like, he didn't know.
Well,
when to
listen.
stop. But, I mean, he's 25. He's not 7.
Exactly.
He's not
You know the difference.
16.
And I'm telling you, you don't have to
You
be afraid of
know.
this at home. You don't have to be afraid of this unless you're bad. You know what I mean? You really don't. They're not going to do this to you. They're not going to frame you. You know, most likely, you're not going to be framed. You know, it's just not going to happen. Here. You got to hear this. This gets
And
really
if you
good.
get framed, you probably did something else bad.
Yeah, just take it. You probably did something bad. If people are all framing you all the time.
Then it's
You know.
probably what you deserve.
And there was some people that agreed, obviously, but there was a lot of people I saw this comment, well, what's the point of becoming famous then? And that kind of begs the question, like, well, if the reason you're becoming famous is for the sole reason of having lots of random sex with women, that's going to be a problem. And listen, I'm saying this, man, I have friends who are being basically doing horrible things, right, and getting called out. And it's happening way too much. This is happening
So, yeah,
way
he's got, of
too
course, the people on his show.
much. And I think to myself,
So, yeah, he had Krista Lee on his show. He got called out. Yeah, Justin from Rick and Morty, which that is the funniest disaster that could ever happen. You know, what are they going to do with Rick and Morty? They're talking about replacing Rick, who is also Morty, who is also every other guy on the show, who is also the whole personality of the show. I just don't even understand how that would happen. Please, yes, replace
I
Rick.
can't wait to see that.
Replace Rick and watch it all burn. You know, I love that. And I find that Justin guy to be very funny. You know, if you saw his DMs, they were very, very funny. They were about the best rape comedy you could do. But with Ethan, his mind is so small that 3 of his friends get accused. He doesn't know what to do now. The only answer is to shut down all sex. Listen to this.
how is it that there's so many men, famous men, who are still doing this shit despite knowing that that this is a problem, that it's going to come out, right? And that you can't fuck around. You can't make mistakes like that. And yet people are still out there being scumbags.
I listen to his delivery now, and people are still out being scumbag. It's like, are you a retarded little 10-year-old mongoloid monster? You must act like a man.
These videos that he does without his crew are very revealing.
Yes, it's like, I mean, I
He
never
leans
wanted
on
to
them a lot.
physically, annihilate somebody more than this. When I watch him being like this, it's like watching humanity turn to piss. It's really disturbing. So I hope you're as disturbed watching Ethan Klein act like this as I am.
And it just makes me think, like, if you're a famous guy, I hate to tell you, but I think the one night stands, I think it's got to be out.
Wow.
And the reason I say that is to protect you from doing something horrible to somebody and doing something.
Why would you do something horrible to somebody? You think because sex is in the vicinity of your night that something horrible is going to happen? I mean, that's a really bad outlook to have. Uh-oh. I'm getting pretty turned on. Something horrible is... I mean, I never thought of it that way when I was a kid. I used to be like, oh my God, look at this. Something's about to happen. This rules. Now it's something's about to happen. Uh-oh. The press is... just don't do anything bad. I just don't understand.
Also, what doesn't make sense about this theory is how famous, like, what if you're just locally famous in your community, or what if you're like the leader of your neighborhood
It must stop.
book club?
Sorry,
Does
Jules.
that
It must.
count as
Nope.
being famous?
No more hookups.
Is it just if you're more?
There needs to be a
famous
third
than
party
the
involved.
person?
Maybe Ethan Klein's father could come by to make sure and witness this thing and sign off.
Oh yeah, he'd sign off on everything.
One of those stamps and the wax.
You'll regret. And it seems that there's a high enough percentage of women who are regretting these hookups, who feel coerced, who feel
Don't
like
coerce.
they
There's
can be
not a high
manipulated.
percentage
And
of
there's not a
women.
high percentage.
There's a high percentage of women. If you're thinking of all these stories that are being reported,
Yeah. It's really low.
people
a
don't
low
come on Twitter to
percentage
be like, I
compared.
had a normal hookup.
Yeah. And this is what Ethan Klein thinks. So he is like him and Gila probably signed consent forms before sucking on each other's noses.
Into doing something they don't want to do.
Listen to this beta cock.
And I just keep seeing the same story over and over and over again. And it's like, what are we going to do about this? Because
Look at this fucking
you would
cock.
think that something would be changing by now, but it's like the same headline over and over and over again. I think that famous men need to stop having random hookups.
Wow.
It's just a recipe for disaster
It
and
is?
pain and hurt.
Really?
And it's going to fuck your life up
that
too.
says a lot about him. Is that what's going through your mind when you have a hookup? Pain, disaster, hurt? I mean, really, that should be the farthest thing from your brain.
As long as you're doing it in missionary, no anal, no
Yes.
kinks.
I mean,
then
this
there's
is
nothing
pretty-
wrong.
This is trad.
Too, right? It's just not worth it. And so this comment comes up like, what's the point of becoming famous then? Well, then therein lies the problem. If you're becoming famous to sleep with a bunch of women, well, that used to be cool.
It did.
And that used to be a reason to become famous. But now you can go ahead and do that, but it's going to come out and you're going to hurt people. And you're going to end up sleeping with people who were influenced by who either a fan of yours, who were too drunk, who were influenced by your power and aura and just general fame. And so I feel like with fame and power, there needs to be some
Great responsibility.
giving up of responsibility.
Oh my God.
Or there needs to be some more acceptance of you have extra responsibility as a man to take extra care with your sexual partners because, listen, the truth is that women have been used and abused for
Wouldn't it be so cool if Tristan Tate came in,
long fucking time.
screwed on a silencer and just right in that.
You see him pop in that back corner.
Tristan
right there,
Tate
just his
in the
head.
trench coat. I love it. All right, I want to show people just that one Ethan Klein. Ethan Klein shouts us out finally. We finally got a shout out from Ethan Klein coming up. Wait till you see this. So I invented this nickname. Everybody knows that. Eaton Decline. I'll tell you, it's a bit played out now. I am not Tom Segura. I cannot hang on to these things for more than a year or two. You know, even if it's not played out, it's played out to me. So Eaton Decline, a little played out, but we get our mention here.
But of course, you'll still say it if you have to call him something.
Of course, yeah, you got to call him something. So here he is, 235.20.
And it got to.
Perfect. We're going to hear, finally, we get our props here. And here is Ethan looking like a monster. This is what I said. He was supposed to get his hair bleached. You know, and Hila Klein let us know this throughout these little ramblings of hers. She said he was just supposed to get his hair bleached. That's fine. She likes it when Ethan gets his hair bleached because it makes him look like maybe he's like an alt Maddie Matheson type of fat guy. Maybe he's like a cooler guy.
It's a look.
You know, she's trying to be like really cool. Like I say, this looks like one of the judges from The Hype on Netflix. Which, God, I cannot stand those people on The Hype. Imagine Ben Shapiro seeing The Hype. Yikes. So Ethan Klein, he was supposed to get his hair bleached by, her hair person. And he goes, let's just shave it all off, bleach my eyebrows and bleach my beard. And she even says to him, she goes, you don't have to look horrible. Like, you could just get a haircut that's nice. You don't have to make yourself look so ugly. Hint, hint, hint. He doesn't get it. He needs to make himself look so ugly so that if he's labeled ugly, it's on his terms. I mean, think about that. Why would you make yourself look like this? But listen to this. Here's our shout out from the Kleins, finally. This might close the door on our Kleins. Listen to this.
Also,
yeah.
Thank you to N. Arthur, Free Andrew, and Tristan. Look at Lethan Decline and know that you'll look like him if you don't listen to Tate. Is this serious?
I think so.
Why'd you just give me $5, idiot?
Wait, maybe it's a joke, because that's like...
Free Andrew Tate. Look at Lethan Decline.
That kind of gives me a joke vibe.
No, but my haters do.
No, they
No,
love
that's literally what they call it.
Decline?
Yes.
All right,
We used to say that before them.
one that's really funny, I will say, they call me Eat and Decline.
Eaton Decline. Who's there? I fucking made that up. Thank you so much. See?
It's nice to get recognition
Nice.
sometimes. And look, they're so happy.
They're so
And
happy.
I gotta say, I do feel pretty bad after watching this episode of H3, and I actually cried.
Because
during the end of the episode
heard their dog.
because
I
their
poisoned their
dog
dog. Yeah, their dog is very sick. It
is
might die.
dying, and then Ethan started crying about the dog dying, and then I started crying too.
Yeah, well, he shouldn't
So
use
I
that
actually
against
feel
us.
a little bit
It's
bad.
no business
for them
of
right
ours if his
now.
dog dies. Well, you know what? The dog deserves to fucking die.
So
if they're
no,
living.
but it's nice to see them smile on their sad day because of the word that we made up. That's
yes,
all.
yes, it is. Okay.
See,
Really
everybody
funny,
loves Red
I
Bar
will say, they
Happy.
call me Eat and Decline. Eat and Decline.
That one is good.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
good.
that's...
But now I'm taking it back. It's Ethan.
No.
E-thin.
Yeah, you look so thin. Yeah, this looks really thin to me here, this giant gobbler.
Make Ethan gain again.
Doesn't he? Yes, please send him addictive candy and fattening foods. We need him big. I like how you think that's owning us. We'll just find another thing to make fun of you about. Okay? You're always going to be made fun of, and you're never going to be not terribly ugly, which is the biggest sin.
But also, once you, like, Ethan kind of became famous in his fat era.
Yeah.
So once you are, like, fat, People don't really start seeing you as thin, even if you
No,
do
that's
lose
the
weight.
thing. Yeah, once you've been, it's like Adele. You know, when I think of Adele in my mind's eye, I think of big, fat Adele. She don't look thin to me in my head. Adele's been thin for about 7 years.
Yes.
She had the bypass lap surgery. Adele, you ain't thin. You're a big, fat fucking heifer. So that's what I mean. It's like Al Roker. Think about Al Roker in your head. You think of a big, fat black guy. You don't think of it thin. So it's, you know, sometimes you go too far for too long. That's what people are always going to think of you as. You're never going to be thin. Sorry, my life depends on that. Sorry. Okay. Let's see what we've got
Let me
next
do a
here.
quick break, but I really think we should
Yeah,
do the
we're doing the
Santino
break.
thing because
Of course, yes. We will be right back. Wait till you see Andrew Santino. You're really not going to believe it.
We've got
Usually when you see Andrew Santino content coming up, you go, trust me, you're going to be interested. Hey,